What up, guys? We are back. The Vault 500, day 31. We getting through this, people. It's the Sunday reset. You guys know how we do. The viewers that are always here on Sundays, we just chill out and we think about what we're gonna do for the week, and we think about what we accomplished uh, in the past week. So, thank you guys for tuning in to the Vault 500. I'm streaming every day for the next 500 days. If you haven't tapped in, I appreciate you guys, man. And today, myself, I'm gonna be journaling. I'm gonna be just getting ready for the week, thinking about what I want to accomplish um, today. Health wise, for today, I already did my workout, so that's good. And then I had lunch. I had sushi, um, which was a healthy lunch, and I had something called the Bronx Roll, where this sushi restaurant that's near me, they have this dish called the Sushi Bronx Roll, and it has like lobster, and it's delicious. So I had that today, and but hopefully you guys had a great week, and you accomplished what it is you was set out to do, what it is you set out to do. Um, and I always appreciate you guys, man. So it's just an appreciation day, like I do it every Sunday, and I hope you guys are journaling, and it's a mental health day, man. If you like to go to church, hopefully you guys attended church, and you're doing just the things that you're supposed to do. So um, what I did want to talk about today. I have some. So again, if you're just tuning in, it's the Vault 500, day 31. It's the Sunday reset. So it's a spiritual day. And I have a couple of apps, right, that are pretty cool. These apps are like meditation apps, relaxing apps, and stuff like that help you relax. And the Insight Timer is one of the most uh, downloaded apps, and it's great for meditation. And some of these apps right here, make sure you check them out. I'm gonna just leave this here. Maybe you can screenshot it or something, and make sure you check out these apps. They're pretty cool. I'm gonna download a couple of them today myself. So make sure you download those apps. Um, they're great for meditation, mental health, and helping you to relax. You know. Okay, so um, a win for me this week. I know I was talking to you guys yesterday, and I went to Rise Up yesterday. Rise Up is an event that Mayor Adams has. He started since he's been mayor of New York, right? And it's a great event, right? There were a lot of people out there, and I came a little bit late. I came at around 6 o'clock. I think the event started at 5. There's gonna be another one, and if I go to that one, I realize that I gotta go really early because there's a lot of people at this event, man. It's a free concert. Johnny Gill was there, and a lot of old school performers were there. And I didn't stay for long. I went, I took a look around, and I was like, you know what? I can't even get to the media area You know, I got invited to the event, and there was a certain area that you can go in called a pit where all the media was. And it was like right by the stage. And I couldn't even get there. And then, you know, the person that invited me, I called them and I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna go because it's too much, too many people. You gotta come early. I learned a lesson by going. You definitely gotta come early to those type of events. You know what I mean? Other than that, it looked like it was an amazing event. There was a lot of support there for the mayor and a lot of support there for the artists. It looked like people were having fun. And next time I'm gonna come early and I'm gonna make sure that I bring me a portable seat because they didn't look like they had a lot of seats in there. So, but yeah, I was invited to the Rise Up event, which is a New York event, and it's a free concert series that is given by the mayor, and it has a lot of people. I think Trey Songz is gonna be there this year. That's coming up. Johnny Gill was there yesterday, and Johnny Gill and Big Daddy Kane. They get a lot of old school people from New York. They even have A Boogie. He's performing at Orchard Beach on August 7th. So it's a great event, and I'm glad I got a chance to really at least get an idea of what it's like, and at least I know for next time I gotta come an hour or two early, just to make sure everything is cool. But yeah, so it's the spiritual reset, people. You know, I hope you guys are doing everything. Just relax today, and spend some time with the family if you can. Go to the beach, man. Sundays are a great day to go to the beach and just lay on the beach and relax with the family. You know, I hope you know, for the people that go to church, you know, I hope you guys went to church and relaxed. And you know, anything negative that happened to you last week, let's move on from that. Let's forget about it. It's a new week coming up. Let's forget about those negative things that happened, and try to, you know, if somebody made you upset, if somebody made you angry, we're gonna forgive them, all right? We're gonna forgive them and move on. And if they really get on your nerves and really irk you like that, we're gonna stay away from them. You know what I'm saying? Just stay away. You know, that's gonna mess up your week. We don't want to do that. You know. So on Sundays, you know, I like to really get ready for the week by like writing down everything that I need to accomplish for that week. Um, I journal. I do voice notes too. You know, voice notes. You have a phone, right? So you have a feature in there, voice recorder. If you don't like journaling and writing things down, do voice notes and just talk about the things that you want to accomplish. You know what I mean? Just use I use voice notes as much as I can. I try to do it every day, but you know, being consistent is one of the most difficult things in the world. Being consistent is hard, you know. When I was sitting and I was like, man, do I have to do this day 31 today? Do I have to really get on here and do day 31? And then I said, you know what? I pushed myself. I said, man, I got to get on here. I got to get on here. Some days are going to be like that. Some days you're going to have where you do not want to get up. Where you don't want to get up and do the things that you want to do. It's going to happen that way sometimes. So yeah, people, sometimes consistency for me, I struggle with it all the time, and that's one of the reasons why I did the Vault 500, because it helps me know, seeing that I have a particular goal, 500 streams. It puts that goal right in front of me, and it says, hey, you're building up a catalog of streams. People will be able to look back at your streams and say, okay, this is the day that I want to focus on. I want to focus on um, spirituality. I want to focus on meditation and motivation. So I'm gonna tune in on the Sundays. I want to check those days. Or you're gonna be able to go to certain days where I feature certain business people, and you're gonna say, wow, I have a similar business, and I want to scale my business just the way that person did. So by me doing, I talk about different things every day. Like today's a spiritual day, a relaxing day, where you know these are a few apps that you can use, um, that can help you meditate and relax and stuff like that. So each day I talk about something different, and it's building up a vault of different uh, stories and different ideas that people can go and look at later on. And hopefully, if I can get one person to download the app and relax and meditate on Sundays, you know, that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal, is to get people to just work on mental health, because to me, people forget about mental health. People forget that mental health has to be nurtured and you have to work at it. You know what I mean? Especially with a lot of different things that we experience in life in general. We experience close family members passing away, we experience friends passing away, and sometimes we don't really take enough time to heal from those things. You know what I mean? And healing is definitely important. Your mental health, man, that's important, man. And it's something that, even if you just do it once a week, even if you tap in just once a week and just work on your mental health and just do things that are enjoyable, you know, uh, on Sundays, relax and do things that are enjoyable, that's going to benefit your mental health. You know what I mean? Like journaling, I do voice notes and stuff like that. And these are a few apps that you can use, that you can use to meditate and just relax, man. And, that's some things, some people forget about their mental health, man, and it's something important, man. So that's definitely what I always want to emphasize on Sundays on the Vault 500. Um, Work on your mental health, man. I do. It's something that I do on Sundays. I definitely make sure that I journal, voice notes. Um, I think about what I did wrong the past week, and I think about the mistakes I made, and then I try not to do those same mistakes the following week. If you're working and you were late for work, next week we're gonna make a conscious effort to be on time. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna make a conscious effort to do things better next week, and that's what the message is for Sunday, man. You know, um, have a long-term vision. Have a long-term vision for what you're trying to do. Um, think about the future. That's part of mental health too. Thinking about your future, because if you have a plan for the future, you're gonna feel better about yourself. If you're just living day to day and you don't really have a plan, you might feel insecure about yourself. Having a plan and really thinking about your future is gonna make you feel better, and it's gonna be more confident. When you have conversations with people, you're gonna be like, "Oh, I'm doing this, this, and that." They're gonna be like, "Oh, that sounds interesting." Yeah, you know what I mean. If you ever talk to someone that doesn't have any goals and they're not really thinking about their future, it's not easy to have the best conversation with them because they don't really know where they're going. They're like, I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going. And you got to have you got setting goals is just going to put you in a better place mentally, spiritually, you know. Um and we're all in different areas of our lives. Some of you guys are young, some of you guys are middle aged, some of you guys are older than that. You know what I mean? You should always have goals regardless. Even if you're retired, you should have goals for retirement, to travel more, or if you can't afford to travel, you might want to build a garden and grow your own food. But you should have some sort of goals regardless of what period of point in time you're in your life. Even if you're retired, you don't want to just sit around every day and watch TV, because you're just gonna grow old even faster. And you're gonna be bored as hell sitting in front of a TV retired. You should still have goals. Hopefully you have enough money where you can travel in retirement and still have a good time, you know? But I don't know if you guys like to read. I love to read. I'm a big reader. Hopefully you guys like to read, but if you don't like to read, audiobooks is an option. Sundays, man, sit back with a nice book, and if you don't like to read, download an audiobook and listen to some really good audiobooks, man. Those are things that I do all the time on Sundays. I love audiobooks, especially audiobooks about people's lives. I like to hear about, I have I have Michael Jordan's book. I have Rick Ross book. I have 50 Cent's book. I have the book about Jay-Z. I love listening to audiobooks. You know what I mean? So definitely relax, man, and try it. Definitely try it, man. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, man. It's the Sunday reset, man. We just relaxing. We're thinking about, you know, meditation. We're thinking about reading books. We're thinking about doing things, organizing ourselves for the week, organizing ourselves for success. If this is your first time tapping in, this is the Vault 500, and I talk about business and all types. I have different topics every day, and Sunday is the reset. It's the Sunday reset. I talk about meditation and getting ready for the week, and spirituality and mental health. Sunday is the mental health day for me. I definitely appreciate you guys, and a lot of people enjoy Sundays because a lot of people don't really get the opportunity to really focus on their mental health, because we're always so busy. We're always working, and we always have things on our mind, and just chilling and focusing and spending time with the family and relaxing on a Sunday is what it's all about, man. Sunday is a great day to relax with the family and get your head right. Get your head right for the week. If you're upset about something that happened last week, we're going to forget that. We're going to move on from that, right? It's Sunday. Write down, your goals for the week. Figure that out. Figure all that stuff out. So I'm thinking of streaming on Twitch also, right, guys? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create music using AI, and I don't want to do the same thing that I do on YouTube because I have the Vault 500 on YouTube, and I want to do something different on the Twitch. So I'm gonna create music. I create a lot of the music for the animations and stuff that I work on. So I'm going to create music on Twitch, maybe later on today, and I'm gonna start. So Spate Media Empire is the Twitch name, so you can, tap into that Twitch at some point in time. I didn't really know what to do with that channel. I didn't want to do the same thing as I'm doing here, like on each channel where I go live. I want to do something different. So you guys know that I'm a big fan of hip hop. So hip hop isn't on a Sunday when you're just trying to relax and get your head together and get ready for the week. Sometimes it's just better to listen to relaxing music. Maybe, you can listen to like some R&B or lo-fi, but those that follow me know that I'm a big fan of hip hop. And this recently dropped, this Alfredo 2. And it's if you like 90s hip hop, this is definitely the album you're gonna love this year. And here's the track list right here. And he has a couple of people on there, man. He has Freddie Gibbs. He has The Alchemist, who he partnered with the album. And when The Alchemist is a master crafter of New York boom bap type of beats, and I'm a big fan of 90s hip hop. That's like my favorite genre of hip hop. It's like it's always gonna be my favorite genre. So he has Larry June on there, and if you liked Alfredo, the first one, you're gonna love this one because it's pretty much more of similar content. You know what I mean? So yeah, Freddie Gibbs dropped Alfredo 2. If you like boom bap hip hop, if you love the New York 90s sound, and how he does it, I don't know, because I don't even think he's from New York. Freddie Gibbs is from, like, I'm not even sure. Like, I don't even want to say because I'm not even sure where he's from, but it's not New York. But I did see an interview where he said he'd studied the greats, and he did an amazing job at studying hip hop, man, because I would think he was a New York artist by the way this sounds. It's popping, definitely. So if you like the 90s, you love those boom bap beats, but then he adds that new flair to it, Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo 2. Make sure you check that out. And you guys also know that I'm a big boxing fan. One of the biggest boxing fans. I've been watching boxing since Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler. That's how long I've been a boxing fan. And I don't even believe that this fight is going to happen. I can't even believe it. Until that day comes that we have this fight, I don't believe it. It's too good. It's too good. You got Terrence Crawford, #1 pound for pound, and then you got Canelo. It's probably top 5 pound for pound. I don't even know the order it is, right? Not sure. But I know Usyk is there. I know Bivol is there. And then you have these two. And Crawford is coming up multiple weight classes in order to fight Canelo at 168, which is insane. Now, it's hard for me to even give an opinion on this, but a lot of people think, I think of myself as being a big fan, and a lot of people are gonna want my opinion on this. So I'm gonna give it, and I'm gonna clip it up. I'm gonna put it everywhere. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. That's life. Number one, I don't think anyone's getting knocked out. It's gonna go the distance, right? And if Terrence Crawford does get clipped, he's gonna go down because Canelo has that crazy power, you know. But I'm gonna tell you, this is how I feel like this fight is gonna go. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's gonna go the distance, and it's gonna be a decision in favor of Terrence Crawford, because I think Terrence Crawford is gonna be able to move his feet. He's gonna be able to avoid Canelo's power. Now, at first, when the thought of this fight at first, I was like, Canelo's gonna knock him out. He's gonna knock him out in the 5th round. But then I really thought about it, and I really thought about the people that Canelo knocked out, and I thought about the people that was able to hurt Crawford, which wasn't many. Maybe he got hurt maybe once. I think Gamboa maybe hurt him, wobbled him a little. So no, he's not gonna knock Terrence Crawford out. He moves too well. His feet moves too much. So my decision, which is very difficult to say, is it's gonna go the distance, and Crawford is gonna edge him out. Now, hopefully this ages well, and I'm right, and there's no knockouts, and Crawford wins by decision. That's what I say. You know, it took me a lot to say that. But that's how I feel. And this fight is happening supposedly in September. We'll see. Like, this is too exciting to me for me to even believe that this fight is happening. So Crawford by decision. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If this doesn't age well, it is what it is. You know, I underestimated this fight right here, Duarte and Sims. It was a good fight. I'm not gonna lie. It was a good fight. It was a war in there, you know. And if you can look up the Duarte versus Sims, look that up on YouTube. It was a very good fight. Hopefully that you'll be able to see the whole fight. But it was a good fight, and I didn't really think it was gonna be that good. Honestly, I didn't really think it was gonna be a great fight, but it was good. Thanks, guys, man. Thanks for tuning into the Vault 500 Day 31. We had a chance to just relax and kick it a little bit, talk about mental health and spirituality. That's what this day is all about. Just getting your head together, thinking about your mistakes you made last week, getting ready for next week, writing everything down, journaling, whatever you do to get yourself together. That's what we doing. We getting it together for the week, getting organized, and I hope you guys are relaxing with the family today, just chilling out like I am. Appreciate you guys. Be back tomorrow. Most likely, I'm trying to get a consistent time here. I'm doing better. I'm trying to do better. So in the afternoon, in the evening, you know, around this time, 4 or 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, between 4 and 6, we're zooming in on those times. But thanks guys for checking out the Vault 500 day 31. We're moving towards that 500, and stay tuned. And I got some great businesses to feature during the week. We're going to talk about some great stuff on Tech Tuesday. So you guys have a good evening. Appreciate you. Thanks for checking out the Vault 500 day 31. We out.